Welcome to Springfield. Well, I've made my way out west from my dedicated area, and it has to do with the last week's video, the sleep apnea video, which went up last week. And so I've got a couple of topics here that I want to go over. We'll see how part one goes and see if I break this up into two topics or not. But bottom line is, let's start with the sleep apnea stuff. I am in Springfield, Missouri. I am at the Prime main terminal, Millennium Building right over there. All the other stuff. I'll see if I have time today. I'm doing this because I'm waiting to go to the Campus Inn and the Cardinal Health, which is Prime's sleep study center. And then I have an appointment with Trinity Health, which is the in-house physician here for Prime today. And if you recall last week in the video when I introduced the sleep apnea topic, I mentioned I was being proactive and decided to get a sleep study done myself. And something that I have found out is that is maybe not the best way to go about it. Is what it is, but bottom line is I have to meet with Prime's folks regardless, because they have to hook up my machine so that bottom line, Prime monitors compliance with the use of the CPAP machine. I also have my physical due in less than a month, so that was what I was trying to do, was to get all this taken care of before my physical expired in mid-December. And it's one of those, it is what it is. I was trying to be proactive. I probably could have done a better job contacting Prime and requesting how should I have addressed this, but as it is, I did it the way I did it, and so now here I am in Springfield, and I'll get everything ironed out today. So I guess if you are at Prime, my best advice would be to contact Prime before you go ahead and get the stuff done. I guess on a positive note, I'm going to find out if you already are on a CPAP machine when you come to Prime. I'll find out what the scenario is there, because this will kind of be like, okay, I'm coming to Prime and bringing my machine with me and showing, Prime, here's what I have. How can we get myself in compliance? So it has been a little frustrating. I'll admit that. And it's just like I said, it is what it is. And to be truthful, maybe I'll do another video after I meet with these folks and I'll have a better feeling about it. It's just, I have to come out here. At any rate, this did give me an opportunity to stop by the company store. And Prime does a couple of things. Obviously, they're part of the retention program. Retention program is what it sounds like. They want to keep you as an employee, so they offer rewards. Some are small things, some are bigger things. And as you attain goals along the way, you get rewards for being a safe driver, being an on-time driver, things like that. And obviously I don't come out to Springfield all that often, or for that matter there's a company store in Pittston, Pennsylvania. I don't make it to the stores all that often because I don't leave my little area all that often. So I'm here for the first time in I believe it's 15 or 16 months. When I picked up this truck was the last time I was in Springfield. And so therefore that was the last time that I got to one of the stores. So needless to say, I have a bounty of items that I was able to pick up for safety rewards, and it's called Prime Time Certified. And I'll tell you what, I honestly had no idea what Prime Time Certified meant. And the key word in that is time. Prime is certifying that you are maintaining an on-time record. And so let's start with the rewards. Start with a hat. Prime Time Certified, so there's a hat. I honestly don't know what length of time this one's for. It doesn't say on it. This one's pretty easy to explain. This one was from 3 months. They give you 2 patches. So if you want to put these on a jacket or a shirt or whatever you want to do with them. So a couple of patches to put on something. A couple of patches. And then you move your way up to some decals. And most of the guys here at Prime have these. I believe these are, again, they're not labeled, but I think this is for a year. Not positive. I think it goes 3. I've never had a late delivery. Service failure is what Prime terms it. Never had one. And that goes, I'm darn near 2 years at that, because it goes all the way back to, believe it or not, your TNT truck and your PSD truck. I know guys that have service failures on their record from when they were in TNT and PSD. And I understand the argument that was not necessarily, especially in PSD, that was not necessarily your fault. I guess all I can say to that is, if you don't get any service failures, it ends up being a bonus to you, that you don't have those on your record. If you do end up with those on your record, you control everything once you get your own truck. You can obviously talk to your fleet manager once you get your own truck, and you can say, hey, I don't necessarily deserve these. So I don't know what to say about that. It's just their system. That's the way it is. The other thing is the safety record. And Prime has, let's see, what is this? Here's a 1-year accident-free pin. That's from the American Trucking Association. So that's not even a Prime reward. So there's that one. Here's a Prime 1-year hat. I actually have the 6-month hat already. I got that prior, I think when I came and got my truck, I got the 6-month hat. And maybe I didn't even ask for the 3-month stuff, because I would have had my truck for 3 months at that time. Let's see what else. Oh, this is another one. And, this is another Prime Time certified. So a travel bag. It's, faux leather. Seems fairly nice. So travel bag. So that's another one of those Prime Time certified ones. And then the final item I can't show you. And the reason I can't show it to you is because it's in the embroidery shop. And it's a jacket. And once you get the jacket, you go to the embroidery shop, you pick out the size you want. And on the back, it shows Tanker Division. And then it shows your name on the front. And it says that you have earned the 1-year safety award. So I'll have a jacket thrown on there as well. So that's kind of a neat thing. Again, they're not huge deals, but to be honest with you, I can't honestly say I've worked for a company that has given stuff for just doing your job. I've worked for companies where I've gotten bonuses before, Christmas bonus, things like that. I've worked for a company where we had a uniform allowance. Once a year, you get a $100 uniform allowance. But that was functional. That was stuff, and sure, you can say, well, you're wearing a hat, you're wearing a jacket, it's got the company name on it, but I don't know, I kind of neat. The final item that you get, and it's very similar to, let's see here, the truck stop cards, in that if you fuel at a terminal, and that doesn't help me at all. The last time I fueled here at the terminal was, like I said, when I was last here and I bought this truck, or not bought this truck, when I leased this truck, I fueled at this terminal. That was the last time I got fuel points, Prime points. However, they also give you bonus points throughout the year. And that's another thing that's associated with the Prime Time Certified. It's associated with Driver Appreciation Month. If you've ever heard of Driver Appreciation Month, I forget what month of the year it is, but Prime will just say, all right, we're going to throw 5,000 points to every driver at Prime. We're going to throw X number of points here, there, anywhere. So the bottom line was I ended up with about $126, so 12,600 some points. of Prime points on my card, basically. So that's, your Prime card. You can't use those anywhere except for in the Prime store. So, bought Christmas presents. I'm not going to show you everything, but they've got lots of different stuff. These fancy insulated mugs, sweatshirts, t-shirts, things like that. And I, bought a bunch of stuff for friends and family. So, kind of neat there. So, although I've had to come here to Springfield for practical purposes, I've been able to get some other things done, been able to get some Christmas shopping done. I've been able to get some freebies, and that's kind of a nice deal, is all these retention things, driver retention, where I'm walking out of Prime when I'm done with my 2 appointments today with $300 and some and $126 worth of stuff from points, which again, I was going to fuel anyway, and they gave me the rest of the points. And then 2 hats, a bag, patches, decals, pins, would I have bought those? Maybe not, probably not. And a jacket. Just kind of a neat deal. You may think it's not a big deal, you may not think it's cool at all, but it's not something that Prime has to do. And again, they've got an embroidery shop. If you've ever watched Prime's Millennium Building tour video from the official Prime YouTube page, because there's been some construction here, not everything is where they say it is in that video anymore. They've moved things around, but still they have an embroidery shop. They have the Prime store. They've got lots of stuff here. And again, the Prime retention points, rewards, I think it's kind of neat, but if you don't, that's okay too. I just thought I would bring it up and mention some of the things that you can get as a Prime employee. And I'll do another video later on about what I find out about sleep apnea stuff, if I have time today. Again, I'm just kind of killing a little bit of time before I head to my appointment. If I have time, though, I will try and maybe show you a little bit around. I know there's been inside tours done, lots of them on YouTube of the Millennium Building and whatnot. Maybe I'll see if I can do a driving around the yard tour. We'll see. We'll see what time I have. At any rate, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again next week. If you do want to join Prime, again, click on the link in the description. That'll take you right to the application to come to Prime. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next week.